Your financial identity shapes. Your future wealth isn't random. It's not luck, a secret trick, or reserved for a chosen few. It follows a pattern, one shaped by the habits and beliefs you live by. Everyone operates within one of four financial identities, whether they realize it or not. These identities determine how you approach money, the decisions you make, and the financial results you get. Understanding your current identity is the first step toward changing your future. The question is, which one are you? Identity, for 1. The drifter, living on autopilot. Mindset. Money is for spending. The future can wait. Habits. Living, paycheck to paycheck. Making impulsive financial decisions. Relying on credit cards or loans to cover gaps. Real-life example. Take Sarah, a 28-year-old retail manager who loves shopping sprees and dining out. She spends her paychecks as soon as they hit her account, often justifying purchases with phrases like, "I deserve this," or "I'll save next month." When unexpected expenses arise, like car repairs or medical bills, she turns to credit cards, racking up debt she doesn't have a plan to repay. One day, over coffee with her friend Alex, she vents about her mounting stress. "Sarah, I don't know what's wrong with me. I work hard, but I never seem to get ahead." Alex raises an eyebrow. "When was the last time you sat down and looked at where your money goes?" Sarah shrugs. "Honestly, never. I just kind of spend it as it comes in." Alex nods knowingly. "That's the problem. You're drifting without direction. Money flows through your life, but you're not controlling its course. The outcome. The drifter isn't in control. They're reacting to money rather than using it as a tool. This leads to financial stress, unstable income, and never getting ahead. Without intentionality, their financial journey becomes a chaotic cycle of short-term fixes and long-term regret. Identity. Number 2. The survivor, focused on security. Mindset. I just need to make ends meet and avoid financial risks. Habits. Taking on multiple jobs, budgeting tightly, prioritizing stability over growth, avoiding investments due to fear of loss. Real life. Example, meet James, a single father working 2 jobs to provide for his kids. Every penny he earns goes toward rent, groceries, and school supplies. He takes pride in his ability to stretch a dollar, meticulously tracking every expense in a worn notebook. But when his sister Lisa suggests investing in stocks, James shakes his head firmly. "James, no way. Stocks are too risky. What if I lose everything? My family depends on me being predictable, not taking chances." Lisa presses gently. "But staying stuck in survival mode means you'll always be running just to stay in place. Have you thought about ways to grow instead of just survive?" James sighs. "Maybe. But right now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water." The outcome. Survivors stay afloat but never truly thrive. They minimize financial disaster, but struggle to move beyond a cycle of working to survive. While their caution protects them from catastrophic losses, it also prevents them from seizing opportunities that could improve their situation. Identity. Number 3. The saver, playing it safe. Mindset. Hard work and patience will lead to wealth. Habits. Getting a stable job, saving diligently, investing in slow-growing assets, following traditional financial advice. Real-life example. Consider Emma, a 45-year-old accountant who has followed all the rules. She graduated college, landed a steady job, maxed out her retirement contributions, and avoided unnecessary risks. For years, she told herself that discipline would eventually pay off. But during a routine checkup with her financial advisor, Emma learned some sobering news. "Advisor, you've done everything right, but inflation and market fluctuations mean your savings won't last as long as you hoped. You might need to delay retirement." Emma feels a pang of disappointment. All these years of sacrifice for this? Her advisor offers a gentle suggestion. There's still time to adjust your strategy. Have you considered diversifying into higher yield investments or exploring side hustles? Emma hesitates. I guess I've always been afraid of stepping outside my comfort zone. The outcome. This approach provides stability, but at the cost of speed and control. The saver spends decades waiting for wealth, hoping their patience will pay off. Unfortunately, relying solely on traditional methods often leaves them unprepared for modern economic realities. Identity. 4. The architect. Building financial freedom. Mindset. Money should work for me, not the other way around. Habits. Investing in assets that generate cash flow. Creating income streams. Using leverage to multiply results. Real-life example. Imagine Alex, a former teacher turned entrepreneur. After years of trading hours for dollars, he realized he needed a better system. He started small, launching an online course teaching classroom management strategies. Within months, passive revenue began rolling in. Encouraged, Alex reinvested profits into real estate, purchasing rental properties that generated consistent monthly income. He also partnered with a tech startup, leveraging equity stakes to amplify returns. During a networking event, someone asks him about his success. Attendee. How did you do it? Did you win the lottery or something? Alex chuckles. Nope. I designed my wealth. I focused on systems, scalability, and solving problems people were willing to pay for. Luck had nothing to do with it. The outcome. The architect doesn't wait for wealth to happen, they design it. By focusing on ownership, reinvestment, and scalability, they gain freedom, not just security. Their proactive mindset allows them to build wealth exponentially while maintaining flexibility and control. Your identity, your choice. Every financial identity leads to a predictable result. Drifters struggle. Survivors maintain. Savers wait. Architects create. Which one are you? And more importantly, which one do you want to become? A conversation worth having. Let's revisit Sarah, the drifter, several years later. After hitting rock bottom financially, she decided to change her approach. With guidance from Alex, she learned budgeting techniques, started an emergency fund, and explored side hustles. Slowly but surely, her mindset shifted. Sarah reflects, during a catch-up lunch, I used to think money controlled me. Now I see it as a tool, a resource I can use to build the life I want. It wasn't easy, but every small step added up. Alex smiles proudly. See? Changing your identity changes your destiny. You didn't just drift anymore, you became intentional. Your financial identity isn't set in stone, it's a choice. If you're tired of struggling, surviving, or waiting, it's time to embrace the mindset of an architect. Start small, stay consistent, and focus on building systems that generate lasting value. Because here's the truth. Wealth isn't found, it's created. And the blueprint begins with you. So, which identity will you choose today?